Hello everybody and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. As you can see, we're a little bit ragged in this episode to see one red eye peeking out. So this is the Prisoner's Tatter set. You've seen the chess piece obviously because I switched into it a few times. I don't actually, did I leave my other pieces in here? So the thing with this set is that there's two different pieces that have an alternate. So this is the prisoner's hood that wraps all around the face, and then there's another prisoner's hood that's just the lower part. I decided to go with the bigger part because if we put with the one that goes around, because then my character gets a ponytail. And then for the chest piece, we have the regular one, which okay, I say regular one. They're both. I mean, neither one is particularly more rate. Well, I guess technically drop rate wise, there might be one that could be considered more regular. Which one? Okay. But yeah, you have this one that goes over your character's left shoulder, and then the other one goes over the right shoulder, and it isn't as thick. We're gonna be using this one not because I think it looks better or anything. It's just because this one is upgraded. Because it's the one that I use because it comes with item discovery on it. And then we have the prisoner's gloves, which is really just wrapped around the one wrist. There's no alternate to that. And then the prisoner's waistcloth, which once again there's no alternate to that I know of. Maybe there is, and I just haven't seen it drop. I mean, I don't know. Oh yeah, and then we're keeping the rose shield for the stamina regen, and we have the Uchigatana, which I honestly don't remember picking up, but I'm assuming that I did it. Well, I mean, obviously I did it at some point, but I don't think that it's something that I buy or that I bought. But yeah, today's goal: make it to the next bonfire at least. That shouldn't be an issue. Hopefully we can. I'm just trying to remember if there's another boss in here or not. And I'm having trouble remembering that. And then obviously we're gonna drop into here first thing. That is our first goal. I seem to be I don't know. My game looks weird to me. Like, I don't know if you guys can see it. Like, I don't know if it's like the frame rate is like slightly off or something, or if there's like a very mild delay. I see you over there, Mr. Rogue. Or if there's like a somewhat of like a very slight delay or something. I don't know. We'll see when we get into a fight. Hello, you. So there's this rogue here that we did see before. I have killed him a couple times on my path clearing out everything else. But as you can see, I did not kill him all the way to spawn because I think we only ever really fought him once. Now, when I looked in here, there was the Cyan Knight. Doing this without any real armor should be fine. You know what? What? Okay, that clearly connected. I mean, I guess it could have hit his shield, but I don't know. Hey, Soul Spear. One of the spells that I could have bought, but didn't because I knew there was a free one. Now this should be a Sublime Bone Dust if that guy was guarding it. Yup. Drink. I shouldn't have taken as much damage as I did, especially since I landed the drop attack. It definitely, like, I should have had. that was purely my bad right there. But yeah, I did clear out the rogue that was over here hiding, and the speedy little hollow that was running around. There's a lever in there, a hole in the wall there, but I don't know what activates this guy's. Oh, and a dog. Yeah, I may need to pause at some point here and maybe restart my computer or something in case there's some like background stuff happening on it that I'm not aware of. Oh, right. Hey, you. What do you think you're up to? Think you're sneaky, do you? How about now? Okay, I see you on the ground. Can I? Gotcha. Okay, now this should lower the bridge. Come on. There we go. Out here. That is a creaky ass bridge, man. Anybody on it? No. Anybody gonna charge across it at me? Is this? Just trying to remember what's at this part. I don't know why, but maybe I do. If this goes into like a cave system, I may remember vaguely where we are. Yeah, I think I might. And I just forgot that these two areas connected to each other. I think we might be going into a crypt of some kind. Now, there's our bonfire. It's locked. We need a key for that. I don't remember quite where we get that key. I think I just heard somebody laugh. Oh, yeah, because that right there I do believe is a curse jar. If we get close to that, it will start cursing me. I don't know if I can break them with spells. Sure can. Ew, is that another curse? No, it wasn't. It was just a regular jar. Okay. Okay. I was gonna say I don't like that noise, but I guess it was the skeleton putting us all together. Doesn't mean I'd like the noise anymore, but makes me less worried about. Oh, there's necromancer. All right. Okay, we're gonna leave here for the moment. Okay, they won't follow me out of the cave. Good, good. Okay, I am gonna stop here for a moment. There'll be a jump cut here because I do want to restart. I usually restart my computer before I start recording just to make sure that everything in the background is off, but I didn't this time and I'm regretting it because there is like a very slight amount of lag and you guys probably don't notice it, but it's just enough that it's annoying because it's like just enough that it's hard to tell if it's really there or not. So I'm gonna. Okay, I think I'll be safe. If I don't, alright, I'll be back in a second. Alright, hello everybody, welcome. I guess I'm just gonna say welcome back, but I guess it really. You didn't go anywhere. That was just me who had that little bit of a break. Much better now, though. It's definitely glad that I'm definitely glad that I did that. I did do a little bit. I did look through my item guide there, And we are actually heading towards a boss. So we should be good to end on it, probably. I mean, to be fair, by the sounds of it, the boss isn't that far away. I remember there being a lot more to this, but I guess I could be wrong. Now, I did see a hollow run this way. Oh. Oh, and an archer. Alright, well. Ow, frick. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I see you in there too. I see your little friend. Now, I think the boss is through that cave. Or through the other cave. I think either cave will. Either cave will lead me there. Okay. Now then, are you alive? Yeah. What about you? Yes. Okay. Well, I guess not anymore, but... Yeah. Glug, alright. We're also definitely not going to be fighting the bosses in this equipment. Because the boss that's coming up is... oh, that's not good. Just wait for them to pop on the wall here. God, how many of those did you fucking fire at me? Or are you still firing them? Is that the issue? Are you done? Good. Okay. So we'll go back this way for now. I mean, I imagine that we come up behind that. That's probably one of the necromancers resurrecting skeletons, but like I said before, I'm pretty sure that each necromancer is attached to specific skeletons. It's not like, oh goody, merciless Rowena. What do you got? You got a scythe. Well, as long as I can stagger you, I should be relatively fine. Alright. Go. Priestess robe, eh? Add another one to my way of the blue. And an undead lock. Okay, cool. So that, I do believe, is what unlocks the... I don't know. Can I even hit him from here? Probably not. Although... the hell was that? Oh, I see. There you are, you little prick. Yeah. Really? That was weird. Went right through its wing. Alright. Oh, really? I hate these moths. They're... oh, well. Maybe that's why he's up there, so that when you kill him, it'll show you that. I don't like this in the slightest, but... oh my lord. Oh, whew, oh, whew, that one puckered up my butthole right there. Oh boy. Yeah, there we go. Alright. So I don't know if I want to bother even to take out that mage right now. I do want to go back up though and see if there's any other ledges I can drop onto. It was a pretty big platform up there. I guess I could have went and lit the bonfire first just to have it as my spawn point in case I fuck up one of these drops, but I guess the other items that I saw were further ahead than here though, right? They were like... maybe not. Maybe it was that item there actually that I saw. That's right, prick. So that's Necromancer. I think they can drop their set, but it's like an insanely low chance or something. Like, I think it's a combination. Like, it's very rare to get their set or something because it's like a very low drop rate combined with there only being like 3 or 4 of them in the game or something. Because I think this is the only place where there's necromancers, or was the only place where there's necromancers. Maybe in Scholar there's more, but I think this was the only place where there was necromancers, and there was only a few of them. So it was like really hard to get their set. I guess you have the Covenant of Champions now, actually, because apparently in Dark Souls 2 that didn't infinitely respawn enemies. Okay, so I think that's Seldora in there. Fog wall there. Skeleton there, and is there... Because I want to say that there's a place where there's some skeletons and the necromancer is like off the side, like there's like a hole in the ground like that with like a little... I want to say it was like, I could have swore that there was like a necromancer like on that platform right there where that item is for these skeletons. I mean, clearly I'm wrong, but alright. Now the thing with the skeletons, right, is there is 2 ways to get rid of them, technically. If you... I don't think that you have holy weapons in this particular game. But what you do have is cliffs. And if you knock them off of a ledge to die, yeah, but like if you knock them off of a ledge to die, then they will also be permadead. But we're just gonna kind of plow through here and miss that a bunch to waste a fuck ton of stamina. But that's fine. Oh, you know what? These skeletons may have been controlled by that one, by that necromancer that I killed. And that's what it looks like, is that was these guys' necromancer, because they're not popping back up. Light the torch, so that we can light this side here. Well, that's handy to know. I haven't fucked up a jump on camera yet. I will say that. I have fucked up jumps, but not on camera. Oh, and the streak continues. What's this? Ah, yes, because that would be where he was right here. Combustion. Titanite shard. I don't think I have combustion yet. Inventory, spells, combustion. Simplest pyromancy, but surprisingly effective. Oh, okay, yeah, this is just like a very close range spell. I think it does actually pretty well. Then we got Soul Spear, said to have been devised by a master sorcerer, but his name is long forgotten. I do believe, like, Big Hat Logan, I think was his name in Dark Souls 1. I'm pretty sure he's the one who made these Soul Spears. I think that was still the other one. As you can see, I have a bunch of spells. Still no lightning spear though, because of where you get the free one of it. Sadly enough, is why I do not currently have it. But yeah, I could have swore that the necromancer was on that, or that there was a necromancer on that little ledge that we just jumped to from. Oh, well, look at that. There's a necromancer. Oh, fuck, I missed. It's fine. Roll through. Okay, so now these skelly screws should die. Unfortunately, that one is next to a curse pot. Oh, hello. See, and now, because his corpse fell down there, he would have been dead anyway. Oh, and that got the pot as well. Which is what I was hoping for. Now then, is this... Is this where I came from? Oh no, this is the wooden bridge. Okay. I was wondering what the hell I was seeing back there, but it was like the skeleton, like the last of the skeleton's bones just slowly sliding off the thing there. Oh. Okay, and we'll use you to check to see if there's another... Oh no, okay, so I think this here, yeah, this here, all the broken pots, this is definitely where I was. Okay, so this should lead us back out to the bonfire. Fucker. Ha! Nope. Lost the lock on just... Ha! Damn it. I was using the homing soul spear to chase down the other guy. Oh, good Christ, that lock on lasted way too long. And those bones, I feel, keep respawning up at the top. There we go. Got him that time. So these guys I find, or at least based off the other guy, yeah. So smooth and silky stone. The other guy dropped one or at least one of those for me. But he would dropped a lot of repair powder, magic mace, and a titanite shard. But yeah, he was dropping a lot of stuff that you don't normally get off of those guys. So I feel like they have a fairly large pool of loot attached to them. Lock away key. Let's pop this, but not rest at it yet. And talk to our bro over here.
I thought you were that bastard for a moment. You've set me free. Now I can find him. The cheeky prick. He won't know what hit him. I am Creighton of Mirror. I travel from land to land to hone my blade. I've heard this land was full of danger. I thought it would suit me perfectly. I joined forces with a man on the way, but he was no more than a backstabbing knave. He took the first chance he had to try and off me. I decided to set a trap for him here. But then I got trapped myself. I can't believe that I was so dense. Thank the stars that you came along. You be careful of him. Pate, I think he said. this rather unusual ring. You'll know it when you see it. I've seen this type before. He kills entirely for the pleasure of it. I'm sure I won't be his last victim. The man's better off dead. Tell ya. He's a slick talker, so don't let him fool ya. Pate, the man with a strange ring. Watch out for the slimy rat. And don't you believe a word he says. I'll find the common foot bad and put an end to his roguery.
Fist bump.
Pate, the man.
Alright.
I'll find.
So yeah, this is Creighton. Him and Pate are at odds with each other. It's one of those things where you don't know who to trust, and they really make it in this game so that I feel like the way they did it in this game is you're guaranteed to make the wrong decision. Because you do have to make a decision on which one you believe. I think we come across Pate one more time. Oh, right, I need the torchlight. I think we do come across Pate one more time. Before we get to the end of their storyline. And he talks about Creighton and tells us how bad and evil Creighton is. And then later we have to make a decision as to which one we believe, but the way that they made their storyline, it doesn't matter which one you pick, you were wrong. Well, not necessarily. It's not necessarily that you were wrong, it's just could be that they're both bad. So it's not so much that you were wrong, it was just that it doesn't matter, they're both pricks. But I think that you want to side with Creighton. Yeah, okay, so there's this sign. Now, we didn't get an Estus flash shard, did we? Like, we don't have... Oh, look at that, we did too. I missed picking that up. That's cool that we got that. Alright. So we can summon Creighton. We can change out our weapons and armor. Because I think I kept my... Yeah, okay, I always keep my longsword on me. And my whip. With my whip. I mean, my whip might actually be the way to go in this boss fight. Or at least for part of it. Just trying to think of whether or not... Because everything's cleared out right now. We could just go to the boss and do it. I don't think I really care about my spell uses. Obviously, the only thing I would care about is having my Estus flask. But if we have Creighton, because that's who Summon Simus is. But if we have Creighton and I change out my equipment, because I think I have my full... Yeah, let's check out the Priestess robe. That's not bad. But yeah, like I could Drang Lake up to get my armor up. Alva Helm, but that's fine, because we didn't have added that. Shield. Long sword and whip. And I wouldn't need this. I wouldn't need poise. If we're not having that, we should have the Chloranthy ring. That should be good. Okay, so if we go in like this with Creighton, I think we'll be fine. We'll try it because if we die, we die. And oh well. Then, you know, we'll come back and do it with our Estus flask and everything. But I'm reasonably certain that we'll be fine. Assuming Creighton doesn't fall off of a cliff or something along the way. But yeah, we should be fine. They actually changed this boss fight, I do believe. In a good way, as in they made it easier. I mean, some people might say that that's a bad way. I am going to do a quick check here. let's see. Okay. Location dropped. Okay. Axe. Okay, spell sword. Okay, it seems like a lot of these are more or less the same strategy. Yeah, I think we'll be good. Where's Creighton? There he is. Alright, so here are the skeleton lords. So there's 3 of them. Each one that dies. Oh wow, you can backstab these guys? Did not actually know that. Unfortunately with Creighton, it's going to be a little bit harder to okay. So every time one dies, ow, they spawn more they spawn skeletons. Each one spawns a different type of skeleton. Oh. And all of them must be dead in order to officially win the fight. Go. Oh god, and Creighton finished off his, which summoned the bone wheels. Now, yes, I think that the thing that they made easier was, I want to say that they used to all summon the same amount of skeletons. So, like, it wouldn't matter if it didn't matter which one you killed, in what order or anything. They would all summon the same number of skeletons. So when you killed the one that, like, as you saw there, we got quite a few of the armored skeletons. And we're getting quite a few of these ones. You used to get the same amount. Yeah, so you got a fuck ton of these ones. And the reason I wanted my whip for this is because it can hit multiple of them at once a lot easier than my sword does. Wow, these skeletons are doing like no fucking damage to me. Oh, the skeletons in here can drop stuff? Wow. But yeah, see, this here is why I wanted my whip. It's so that I could, they're being really weird, but they're doing like fucking no damage. See though, the bone wheels would fuck you up. Like that used to be the hard part of this fight, was the bone wheels, because there were so many of them and they would charge you, and when they hit you, they automatically stagger you and do like a bunch of hits at once. But as you saw, we managed to, they only summon 2 now, which is what makes this fight so easy now. Like, this fight used to be actually like really hard, because as soon as you killed the one that summoned the bone wheels, you'd be fucked. I also don't think that Creighton could be summoned for it, so you were in here by yourself. And as you saw, he was useful. He distracted the fuck out of them. Like, he was surrounded there. handled it like a champ, though. I don't think you have to. Well, obviously, he wasn't in this fight before. You didn't have to use him. I don't know what other fight he shows up in, because, like I said, he wasn't part of this fight before. But I'm pretty sure you could summon him for a fight. Oh, and then here's the passageway that was blocked that we saw earlier. Okay, so so maybe this isn't Seldora. I thought it looked like Seldora through it, but as you see, it was just a tunnel. And I thought it was a little early for that. I'm hoping that maybe this is the, I don't remember what it's called, but it's a valley of some kind, and it's full of poison shit and giant fuckers. Oh, and sorceress, and the desert sorceresses, I do believe. And I hope that's where we're going, because it's got to be coming up. It's either this next area or the area immediately after it. Because I know it's got to be soon, and I really hope that it's. Yeah, this looks right. So this should be whatever the valley is called. Oh, hello, broken ladder. Oh, whatever. Should be a bonfire right up ahead. Harvest Valley, that's what it's called. See, I knew it was a valley. Yes, and there she is. Oh, and then there's the bonfire. Hello? And how are you, pretty lady? What are you doing out here?
I'm Chloanne, an ore-stone trader. I travel about collecting rare stones, which I sell to make my living. I never planned to visit this God's forsaken place. But I don't know. I just sort of ended up here. I must have just wandered in. But now that I'm here, I've been scouting around for rare bits. Oh, don't look at me like that. Many of these stones are quite useful. For instance, certain stones are used in smithing. Oh, now your ears prick up. I've extras if you can pay. This is my trade, after all.
Yeah, so this is Chloanne. She sells bonfire, ascetic, and 10 titanate shards. But the reason I was excited to find her is because she will move. I think, hopefully, once we just rest at the bonfire, if we exhaust her dialogue, she'll move. I hope. Might be that you have to defeat the boss of the area before she'll move, but I'm hoping not. We'll find out soon. Because once she moves, she sells titanite shards infinitely. And I can already buy it, and it's really weird because I can already buy large titanite shards infinitely, but I can't get regular titanite shards. So, like, what I want to do is upgrade all of my weapons so that I can switch between them, and I'm not like just slightly underpowered of what I could be, you know. Because like every time I swap to a weapon, not only do I have to now learn its attack patterns and everything, because I don't really play around. Well, outside of the arced sword or whatever it was that I got for the Flexile Sentry Soul. That was the only one I think I used in between parts before I used it in a part. But yeah, it's also fairly underpowered for what it is. So I'm hoping that she moves so that I can just like upgrade all my weapons, and then she actually sells solar peas and dead again, which I don't know if she's the only one who sells them.
I came here in search of rare stones, but the place is nothing like I was told. All this poison, and you can't get very far inside. Don't just go haplessly wandering about. These stones may look all the same, but to the trained eye, each is unique. Some of them are used to smith weapons and armor, and some unique stones provide special benefits. Some of them are extremely rare and should be used with great thrift. None of the differences are easily spotted, but I've learned quite a lot, really. Drang Lake. How is it that I ended up here? It's funny. I can't seem to remember. I've searched every nook and cranny here. I suppose it's time to move on. Perhaps we'll meet again, if we live that long. I've searched every nook and cranny
okay,
here.
so that exhausted her
Perhaps we'll
dialogue.
meet
And she says
I
that...
suppose it's about time I moved shop.
Okay, so if we look down there, you can see there's a bunch of crawly guys in the poison. There's the big guy there, who I think we'll need to use, actually. I do believe that the big guys have... there's walls, certain walls around, that you need the big guys to break open for you. Throw the prisoner stuff back on, because why not? Oh, and we'll get my... I'll throw that sword on. Yeah, fuck it, because we're pretty much done anyway. But yeah, as you can see, poison, and technically you don't want to roll through it, because when you roll through it, you get covered in it, and as you see, it continues to build up. As long as it's on you, and I don't think that you can roll to get it off. But yeah, as you can see, it will just slowly... just basically slide off you, which is weird. There we go. If we run, there we go. We don't get as much on us. Yes, she moved. That is awesome. Alright. So now that she moved, if we travel back to Majula, we need to upgrade our Estus Flask anyway. Because we can upgrade, we have a shard and we have bone dust, so we can actually upgrade it in 2 different ways, which is nice. We only use like, man, that Skeleton Lord's fight was easy. Did we really only use like 2 or 3 life gems? Like,
Is
damn.
that a shard you found? Here.
Sure
To
is.
see light, however faint.
Great Estus Flask. Go. Okay. So we now have burn, sublime bone dust. Yup. Some force has strengthened the Estus Flask. Alright. Oh, Estus Flask +2 with 7 uses, and there's Chloanne. Hello.
Fancy meeting you here. Speak up if you need anything at all, alright?
And now if we go... really? She still only sells 10. It might be that she moves here if she exhausts her dialogue, but after you defeat the Harvest Valley boss, she'll drop an infinite amount, or she'll sell an infinite amount, and they're only worth 1,000 each, so I mean, like, I could buy literally 340 of them if she sold them infinitely, but...
These stones may look, some of them,
that's
some
the
of them
same.
extreme, none of the different. You know how they call this place Drang Lake, right? Well, in the old lore, in stories and the like, they said it had another name. What was it? Well, I don't know. It's just something I heard. Since long, long ago, many kingdoms have risen and fallen on this very spot. Each like a great flame that turns to soot. Maybe that's why people don't remember much about the past. You see that blacksmith over there? Is he one of those hollows? He seems to keep eyeing me up. He sort of looks like my father. He's a blacksmith too, you see. The poor man's such a worrywart. But he wouldn't follow me out here, would he? I was born in a land to the west, Volgan, famous for its merchants. They were great, bustling cities. But for me, they were suffocating. And so I set out, in search of stones in faraway lands. There are dangers, for certain, but I much prefer to live this way. But for the life of me, I can't remember how I ended up here. It's as if I were drawn to the place, or lured in. Oh, I don't know. These stones may look.
Okay.
Some of them.
So yeah, you may
No
remember
interest.
when we talked to our blacksmith friend over here.
I'd given you up. How goes your journey? Take these. They should help a bit.
Oh, nice! I got a blacksmith hammer.
My witless daughter finally came home. Just as oblivious as she's always been. Well, at least now I can keep an eye on her. Stones? Try asking my daughter. You might be surprised. Drat. You're worse than my reckless daughter. Don't spend your whole life in
Okay, that one
You'll
we've
need
heard before.
souls to- I
Okay.
know. Don't
So
waste
yes,
it.
as you can gather from our interaction there, Chloanne is Leningras's daughter
What?
that he was talking about before. Yes, actually I do. I would like to buy this. And see, now I don't know if I want to buy this or not, because technically it can drop off of an enemy, but it is a rare drop, and they're not. I'll buy it anyway.
Visit me again. I'll provide whatever service. You know how they call. Well,
Okay.
well,
I just want to see, because
since
how
you're one
if
of
you
it,
spend enough money with her, she gives you a
maybe
free
that-
twinkling titanite.
No
Not that it really
interest.
makes a difference.
suits.
So I was wrong, though. I did look her up. So she only sells one aesthetic, but she doesn't sell unlimited titanite shards until clearing Iron Keep, and then once you clear Dranglake Castle, she'll sell unlimited large shards, but we can already get unlimited from the other blacksmith of those. And then once we kill the final boss of the game, although it's not the final boss in Scholar the First Sin, it's only the final boss in regular Dark Souls 2. If we then, instead of finishing the game, I guess, Homeward Bone Out or something, I don't know. Either way, after that, then she sells an unlimited amount of Titanite chunks. So in theory, after we defeat the last boss, we could fully upgrade every single. Well, although I doubt that, because I don't know about like Twinkling Titanite and Petrified Dragon Bone. I don't know if those things are available to get well, although I think actually, come to think of it, I will say there is. I do believe. I guess the rest doesn't matter. There is a place in one of the DLCs, I do believe, where you can farm Petrified Dragon Bone. So that one is a possibility to max out whatever takes that as upgrade. So like the only thing that I don't know if you can get, well, I guess you can't probably get infinite Titanite slabs is the thing. I guess I can look them up here. Because with the Covenant of Champions, it actually made it very feasible to fully upgrade every piece of equipment, even on a first playthrough. Okay. Leave one. Leave one. Oh, whoops, leave one. Leave. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we got a poison stone, a raw stone, and a bleed stone. Ooh, a bleed stone. Can't remember if there's something I wanted a bleed stone for. For some reason, though, I saw that and was like, ooh. I guess this would probably be faster, because I want to go and see, because I don't know if, I don't know who takes the Skeleton Lord soul, so we're gonna go and talk to Strayed. See, and I had a conversation, more or less, with somebody online not too long ago, on Reddit with about like how I play this game and like I kill everything in every area. And they asked me how I could do that. Like, isn't it boring? And I mean, it can get boring depending on which area. Some areas are a little bit better than others to farm.
If you bigger,
But I mean, the main thing is just that, you know, it's okay. So he does a roaring halberd, and it looks like that's it. Well, then I guess that's what we'll take. Um, um, oh. Okay, so you can actually... No, you can farm... Okay, so you can farm Titanite slabs as well. So, I mean, you can, in theory, then, fully upgrade everything with that. Okay, let's see. The Skeleton Lord Soul. Type in Skeleton Lord. Okay. Whoops. Okay, weird. There we go. Skeleton Lord Soul. Yeah, that's it. It's just the one item. So, yeah. Alright, I'll take that one.
Feeble, cursed one.
Yeah, whatever.
Do you really think...
I've already purchased all of your spells, I think, potentially. Alright, let's check this out. The Roaring Halberd, eh? I don't know what's... Okay, big swings. Got the spin. Let's see. Oh, and it does switch to the poke. That's good. It's always nice. Don't like the one-handed, but I mean, a halberd isn't realistically meant to be used one-handed, so that makes sense. Alright. I think that's all we can really do right now. Oh yeah, I didn't look up. Okay. Because yeah, so we can get... So we'll still be a while before I can start upgrading everything. Guess I don't... Okay, so, and you can... Okay, so yeah, and you can farm Twinkling Titanite. Unfortunately, it's in the... Oh, okay, well, no. Apparently, in one of the DLCs looks like a good place to do it. You can also do it in the Shrine of Mana. So yeah, at some point, I will potentially just like farm the fuck out of everything in order to fully upgrade. I mean, that seems to be a good way to go about it. Alright, so we'll go and check in here, I guess, just as like a final thing. I don't think that there'll be another flame on the map, but I don't know why I keep thinking I have to turn right there to get down there. Yeah, no, it's still just the two. Alright, so yeah, that'll be it then for this part. Next part, we will start heading into Harvest Valley. In between parts, obviously, I'll clean up the Necromancers and the few rogues that are left in the Huntsman's Copse. But yeah, that's that's gonna be it. I mean, there isn't a whole lot. Oh, I guess we could check. We'll do that just before we leave. We'll go and check with our buddy up here to see, because I don't know how many phantoms I've killed yet. So I don't know if I've ranked up again. Ah, there you go. Community me, you've gained a rank.
I will always be here.
Hey, now we got Hush.
Long ago. She. Oh,
Okay.
may you find peace on your journey.
Alright. I actually don't know. Oh, you know what though? We can talk to the cat. I was gonna say I don't know what rank I'm at for the Way of the Blue, because I know I want all 3 ranked. Where are you, cat?
Oh. You do have
Yeah. Rank 2K. So I still have 1 more rank in it. I haven't ranked up in Company of Champions yet.
Nothing suited you, I presume. Well, that's dismaying.
Because I haven't reached a very good point to farm the stuff for them. But anyway, yeah, that'll be it for this part. Next part, we will head into Harvest Valley. I did not remember that the Skeleton Lords were the boss of that area, but, you know, whatever. They were easy enough. You know, with Creighton, and the fact that they lowered the amount of, what are they, pinwheel skeletons or something? Either way, that'll be it for this part. Thanks everybody for watching, and I will see you next week for more.